The air hung thick with the scent of exhaust fumes and simmering frustration. It was rush hour in New York City, a pressure cooker of ambition and exhaustion. Among the throng, a woman in a shocking pink pantsuit, her perfectly coiffed blonde hair a beacon in the sea of weary faces, radiated an almost palpable aura of discontent. This was Brenda, and today, the subway was her nemesis. Brenda had been running late for a crucial business meeting, a meeting that could make or break her career. Every second felt like an eternity. Every jostle of the crowd a personal affront. Her carefully constructed composure, already frayed by the morning's traffic, threatened to unravel completely. The escalating tension was building, palpable like the humidity clinging to the air. She tightened her grip on her designer handbag, a silent testament to her mounting anxiety. The subway map, usually a helpful guide, now seemed a mocking reminder of her predicament. The delays were inexplicable, the announcements were incomprehensible. Brenda's perfectly manicured nails dug into her palm. This wasn't just about being late, it was about the principle of the thing, the blatant disregard for her time, her schedule, her meticulously planned day. The injustice gnawed at her, fueling a fire that only the chaos of the subway could ignite. Each passing minute felt like an assault on her dignity, a slow erosion of her carefully crafted professional persona. The simmering anger began to boil over. The world around her, the jostling bodies, the muffled conversations, faded into a dull hum as her focus narrowed to a single, burning point, the subway's failure to meet her expectations. The train finally arrived, a screeching metal behemoth that seemed to embody the city's chaotic energy. But even this small victory was tainted. The doors wouldn't open fully. The already cramped space was suffocating. The final straw, a young man with headphones, completely oblivious to her simmering rage, accidentally bumped into her. Brenda's carefully controlled facade cracked. The years of suppressed frustration, the daily grind, the unrelenting pressure, it all came crashing down. This wasn't just about a delayed train. It was about a system that seemed designed to frustrate and oppress. Brenda unleashed a torrent of fury upon the unfortunate transit worker, a young man whose only crime was being the nearest target for her pent-up rage. Her words, sharp and precise, cut through the din of the station. She demanded answers, explanations, apologies. She didn't just want to get to her meeting. She wanted justice, retribution, recognition for the injustice she had suffered. The poor transit worker, clearly unprepared for this level of fury, stammered apologies, attempting to de-escalate the situation, but Brenda was beyond reason. The platform became a stage for Brenda's dramatic performance. A small audience gathered, a mixture of morbid curiosity and quiet sympathy. Some whispered among themselves, others averted their eyes, and still others simply watched with the detached amusement only New Yorkers can muster. Brenda's voice echoed through the station, a testament to her raw, unfiltered emotions. The pent-up frustration of a lifetime seemed to pour out of her. Her pink pantsuit, once a symbol of professional success, now seemed to amplify the absurdity of the situation. Her tirade reached a fever pitch, a stream of consciousness blending complaints about the subway, the city, and the general unfairness of life itself. Logic gave way to emotion, coherent sentences dissolved into a torrent of indignation. The onlookers shifted uneasily, their initial amusement replaced by a mixture of pity and apprehension. Some began to record the spectacle on their phones, a modern-day testament to the unpredictable nature of urban life. The transit worker, his face etched with exhaustion and resignation, tried to remain calm, his words soft and measured. He attempted to offer solutions, explanations, even a heartfelt apology, but his words were lost in Brenda's tempestuous outburst. He seemed more defeated by the situation than by her words. He simply wanted the chaos to end, the spotlight to shift away from him. He represented the system, the faceless bureaucracy, and became a lightning rod for Brenda's rage. Slowly, Brenda's tirade subsided, not because she'd reached a resolution, but because she'd simply run out of steam. The raw intensity of her anger had given way to a bone-deep exhaustion. Her carefully constructed world had crumbled around her, and now, in its place, was a profound sense of defeat. The pink pantsuit, once a symbol of power, now seemed to hang loosely, mirroring the exhaustion in her posture. Alone on a bench, the pink pantsuit now rumpled, Brenda stared at the tracks. The echoes of her tirade still seemed to reverberate in the air. The initial fury had given way to a hollow ache, a profound sense of isolation. The city continued its relentless rhythm around her. Oblivious to her meltdown, she was just another face in the crowd, a small casualty in the daily battle for survival in the concrete jungle. The meeting, long forgotten, was inconsequential now. What remained was the heavy weight of her own emotional wreckage. The subway continued its relentless journey, carrying its passengers through the heart of the city. The incident had faded into a fleeting memory, a minor blip in the overall chaos. Brenda, however, was left with the lingering residue of her outburst, a stark reminder of the fragility of control and the raw power of pent-up emotion. The city moved on, but the weight of her experience remained. In the end, it wasn't just Karen versus the subway, it was Karen versus herself.